Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're having a good day. And it's never easy to come and be having to say the things that I have to say about such a dear friend. Blessed be the true judge for my dear friend and community member, Alex Goldfarb of blessed memory. 57 young years with so much life and so much courage. I just came back this morning from spending a few hours with his two beautiful boys, Ben and Levi, who are obviously devastated and are so touched by the outpouring of love and caring from the community. We don't understand what happens and why people choose to do the things they do, but we have faith and we know Alex lived a life full of passion, a life full of love for others. There'll be time for this, but at the beginning of COVID, he went to volunteer for a full month and slept in the hospitals in New York and slept on the ground in the hospital, looking after patients and giving his expertise. He was always there to help everyone. He wasn't scared of anything, and he loved life with a passion and zest and loved his children and the people of Israel and our community. May God bless his soul. I want to say a short Torah thought in his memory. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and it is by no coincidence that it falls out on the day that we read in the Torah portion, the portion of Bo, which means let my people go, of Moses, the first and the greatest leader to live, who screamed out and cried to Pharaoh, let my people go so that they shall serve me. And that became the cry and rallying cry of every race and every creed for freedom, for love, for acceptance. And that's the words that Martin Luther King himself used. In fact, in his last speech on April 3rd, 1968, he quoted the Bible and he quoted Moses. And he said, there are difficult days ahead, but I fear not the difficult days, because I have climbed the mountain. I have seen the promised land. But although I might not get to the promised land, I know that we will get there. I think about Alex, who climbed the mountain without a fear. How many times I spoke to him and I said, maybe it's time to stop. Maybe it's time to give up on it. But this is who he was, what he breathed. He had no fear of any mountain and had the vision and the strength to see the promised land. And as painful as it is to know that he's not with us physically, we know that he passed doing what he loved most. And now we turn our attention to his beautiful family and looking after them. Martin Luther King was a tremendous lover of the state of Israel. He was a tremendous lover of the people of Israel. He had a tremendous connection with the Jewish community. He always fought and strove for Israel. And as he mentioned Moses in this prophetic way the day before he was killed by an assassin, by a murderer, Martin Luther King never called for violence, always for justice through peace, through love. He had such a big heart for the Jewish people and for his own people and fighting for their rights. I don't have to tell you that Alex Goldfarb loved the state of Israel, the people of Israel, Eretz Yisrael. He loved going there whenever he could. He was the proudest Jew who loved running the streets with his dog Yedid, with his tzitzis hanging out and his yarmulke on his head. There was nothing that feared him, nothing that fazed him, and nothing that stood in his way. Even on that last mountain, his coach couldn't stand in his way of him grasping to see what was his promised land. If you want to do something good today in memory of M-MLK, memory of our dear friend Alex. Hug a loved one, care for someone who's vulnerable, share your zest for life, share your vision for a promised land, a time when there will be no strife, no hate, no animosity, just a time of love, of caring, of celebration, no pain, no tears. Our greatest love and comfort to our dear friends, Ben and Levi. You made your father so proud. He loved you so much. To his dear mother, Tatiana, to the mother of his children, Natalie. Saw them all and we'll go back to see them now. But they're strong, lost, and a lot of questions, but strong to forge ahead. God bless you all. May we be able to celebrate and share in simchas and good things. Farewell, my dear friend Alex Goldfarb. Alex ben Shlomo Baruch Dayan Haemet. God bless you. Have a good day.